What's going on, guys? It's your good friend Coach Solomon. In this short video, I'm going to share with you an awesome tool that I've been using for years. There's a lot of tools that I've been through. This is one of my favorites, one of my go-tos. I use this to create content for blackrivers.net. And the reason why I like this tool so much is because the content that you create is extremely high quality, if you ask me, and also is extremely cheap. You get the biggest bang for your buck, if you ask me. The tool is called Snappa. Snappa.com is where you can find it. We're going to go inside and take a look at what you can actually create with snappa.com. Let's do it. You can create all types of social media posts here, YouTube thumbnails, Twitter posts, Facebook posts, Instagram story posts, virtually every type of post you can think of, you can find here. Blogging and infographic posts, uh, banners for your Facebook profile, LinkedIn profile, SoundCloud profile, YouTube banners. If you ask me, there's a lot of tools that I've ran through to try to create YouTube banners. And for some reason, it seems like they overcomplicate the process. Snappa is the easiest tool you can use to create a YouTube banner, plain and simple. It's really hot. Let's see also what type of banners we got. Now, if you're used to running ads, if you're going through blog posts, by doing research online and you look different places and you see ads in these different places, you can just click on, the ad when you're at somebody's website. You can create social and display ads here. I've never actually used this before. I didn't even realize this was here, but this is extremely powerful when it gets to the point when I start using paid ads to promote Black Rivers. Now, the beautiful part about this, say for instance, when it comes to YouTube thumbnails, sometimes creating one from scratch can be extremely difficult. But the beautiful part about this is that they already have pre-made YouTube thumbnails for you. Personally, this is not the best tool that I like to use to make YouTube thumbnails. You can use this, but it's another tool I like to use. But I will say Snappa makes the best YouTube banners. Okay, so Snappa is what I use for the YouTube banners because you can make the best YouTube banners here. And also when it comes to the YouTube thumbnails, yes, you can make YouTube thumbnails here, but I wouldn't say necessarily they're the best, but I do use another tool, and I'm going to mention that tool in another video. But as you can see here, fortunately, there's already something to work with if you don't want to start from scratch. If you're that skilled where you can start from scratch and create awesome YouTube thumbnails, by all means, but I always use thumbnails that are already created. As you can see here, this is created already. So I'll just go inside and improvise. You don't really have to do too much because it's already created for you. And it's the same thing with all the other graphics. Say, for instance, like Instagram stories, they're already made for you. Instagram stories, I would say this is a good place to use their pre-made Instagram stories. Just click on the Instagram story. This looks pretty hot. Improvise, putting your own information here. Okay, so you got to pretty much pick and choose. Certain tools are better for certain posts, and then certain tools aren't. I would say that Snap is pretty good for Instagram stories as well as YouTube banners. Now, let me take you to my YouTube banner as well as LinkedIn banners, Facebook banners. I think this is a good place to create these banners. Now, let me take you to some of my saved graphics so you can see some of the work that I've made. I've used this device to create Instagram highlights that you can see visually when you visit our profile. Awesome tool. This is a YouTube thumbnail that was pretty hot that I created. Also, this logo I created fresh by myself, which is pretty hot. And these are some of the YouTube thumbnails that I've created. This is just regular content. Actually, this is channel art, hot channel art you can make. Now, some of these are just regular posts. Like I'll post on LinkedIn or somewhere else on the Instagram. Nice, clean picture. You can see here, nice, clean font. That's my logo. You always want to brand your content with your website there. We don't really use VMU Campus anymore. We integrated this with the Black Rivers community. When it comes to the backgrounds, they have tons of pictures you can use here in the background. Just play around with this tool. It's pretty awesome. And one thing I really like about this tool, which is awesome, which is great, is that sometimes the font that you use or that they have on the platform may not be the best. Many times you've seen these fonts in a lot of other people's posts, but you don't have to use those if you don't want to. They give you a section where you can actually download font to your computer and upload all types of radical font to your content. I highly suggest doing that to give your content that look that's a cut above the rest. One example of font feature that I use on the platform, was with this YouTube banner. As you can see here, the content is crazy. The YouTube banners are crazy that you can create. I'm going to create another video that goes in detail about how I create banners with this tool. But as you can see here, it's pretty hot. I created this banner as well. This one's kind of cheap, kind of okay, but just give you an example of some of the things that you can do. You can even make awesome t-shirt designs. A lot of people don't know about that. I'm gonna go and create another video about that. Awesome t-shirt designs you can make with this tool. I highly suggest it for that. You scroll down a little bit, another YouTube banner I made for a client. You can also use this as a way to make money, as a money opportunity to create YouTube banners for clients. You can create a Fiverr gig, for that. It's another awesome banner that I created. So you can do some pretty sick stuff with this tool. I highly recommend it. Here's some of the YouTube arts some of the YouTube banners I created. It's another YouTube banner. You can really throw together some sick thumbnails. I'm just showing you guys some examples of the quality of content you can create with this tool. This is another client I created a YouTube banner for. Take a closer look at that. Here's another example of the awesome content that I created for a client. As you can see, they already have it set up, desktop safe area. So it's pretty much telling you what's going to be shown if you view the YouTube channel with this banner on it. It's going to show this entire area. But if you're on your cell phone looking at a YouTube channel, it's only going to show this area. So it has everything cut up for you. Like I said, this is the best tool that I've ever used when it comes to creating YouTube banner art. I highly suggest it. As I said before, this tool is extremely cheap. You can pay yearly or go monthly. I normally go monthly, but if you want to pay straight out for the year, it'd be $10 a month or $120 if you're that type, if you like to do it. I like to pay monthly. So with the free plan, you can actually create content, download 3 content creations per month on the free account. And with the $15 plan, you can pretty much download all the content that you create, no problem. Now, say for instance, if I like what you're doing and I want you to create content for blackrivers.net, I will actually create a $30 a month account where I can give 5 users access to it so they can create content to help promote Black Rivers. So you can really do a lot with this tool. I highly suggest it. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's your boy Coach Solomon signing out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.